I mean, gosh, Hayley, we have so many embarrassing stories to jump off. My first one that we shared was when I was like 2 or 3 months postpartum with my second. And I felt like I looked good. Like the belly bandit had just come off and like, sure, I probably was carrying an extra 10 pounds, but like my boobs looked great. And like I was glowing, I thought. And I lived in Venice at the time and I was like, I'm going to go get an espresso from my favorite coffee shop and show them how awesome I am. So I like went without the baby too. Like I just went on my own and I left the baby at home and my husband was home. And a woman came up to me and she congratulated me on my pregnancy. And I felt so disoriented that I started to feel bad for her. And so I said, thank you. And it was just this like downward spiral of like feeling shame and embarrassment. And I just kept the conversation going. She's like, how far along? I'm like, a bit. And she was like, well, you look amazing. I was like, thanks. Because it got to the point where like you can't correct them anymore. Like I've already said and confirmed that I'm pregnant, even though and I didn't have the baby with me, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say
anyway.
then they're just like, well, where is the baby then? Yeah.
So that was super embarrassing. I remember like just feeling like my cheeks burning and wanting to like go into a hole in the ground. So that was the first one we shared. I'll let Hayley jump in.
Well, I think it's very appropriate that your show is called like the Pump and Dump because again, like I said, I didn't do the mommy classes. I kind of go my own way and things. And so I didn't know that I didn't know what happens when you don't have a baby on your boob or a nursing pump at home. I just went on Amazon and got like one of those hand pumps we were going to go out for my first night out. And I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll just get like an Amazon hand pump. So I get in the car, we're already halfway downtown and it's like not sucking, like the phalanges are too big or whatever the hell they're called. Sure. What are they called? What are those like?
No, you're right. You're right. Phalange.
Yeah.
Phalange?
Oh, great.
I think so.
Phalange, yeah. The
thing.
This thing. We were recording our
you
podcast
put your nipple in.
and we were like, yeah, we're like, what is that called? Sam and I had no idea.
I'm like, this thing.
This thing. So I was like sucking and it wouldn't attach. And I was like, oh, whatever. I'll just like leave it in the car. I'll figure it out. I had never experienced what would happen if I didn't have a way to get it out. So there I was out with my friends in a bar and I had to go milk myself into the sink. And a girl walked in on me and we made eye contact and I'm just like there pressing my boob. Oh my gosh. And it was horrifying, but it made for great content. For her. I know. I'm like, good luck Googling that tonight, honey. Have fun. Yeah. That's going to be a good time. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
gosh.
I just had no idea. I didn't know that was a thing that you just
breast pumping is its own. I remember my daughter was like 6 months old or something. We went to see my husband's family and we were, at that point you just don't give a shit who sees your boob, right? Because you're just breastfeeding all the time and your boobs are just out. So it was fine. Like and then at one point I was pumping, but I was pumping on the couch. I don't know why I was, but I just was in this other person's house. And my brother-in-law, so my husband's sister's husband happened to just get a glance when you're taking the phalange off. When your nipple is like a good 6 inches long. And I still to this day I'm like, that's not what my nipple looks like. Because it pushes them out so far.
I have pride here and I'm going to show you my boob.
I'm just like, hold on, let me just get the other one. Let me just hold on.
It was far more extended. You should have you're going to see my nipple. You should know what my nipples look like.
Yeah, that is not
a very valid thing.
It was like my son's dick size. Like it was like long. And so it's totally gross.
That was like the really
grossest thing I've ever said. Well, it's just I was thinking of what it looked like. Anyway, it was totally embarrassing and I still think about it to this day. But at that point you're just like, you're doing everything you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. He saw my nip.
Did he say something? Did you have an exchange?
Yes.
Let's do a follow-up.
Why did he linger? Why did he just walk through?
Why is he looking?
There was no, it was I think his reaction was, And then it was me knowing it happened. And then I'm like you, Hayley, where I'm just like no filter. And I'm like, that was not what my nipple looks like. That was just from that butt pumping. I mean, it was just embarrassing. Whatever. There's a million
You did
of those,
say
right?
that?
Oh yeah.
I love that you said
like,
that. Yeah.
I was humiliated. I still think about it.
Yeah.
And my son is 8. This was my daughter. So she's 10. It's 10 years ago.
I just want to make a t-shirt that says, why did he linger? I think that's like the best thing.
I just want to know why he lingered.
He lingered because he saw the nipple finger.
Yeah. That's not a nipple. That's a baby dick.
That's a baby dick.